All right, medtech company Hydrix has announced the results of its trials of its Pfizer Health's cardiovascular technology. It is a catheter system. Let's get an explanation from the man himself, Gavin Coote, on the latest, dare I say, heart-stopping developments.
Gavin.
Good
to see you, Andrew. David, thanks for that introduction.
Let's hope it's not heart-stopping. All right, just tell us exactly what this is.
So it's a guide wire device that's going to help cardiologists deal with a blocked coronary artery more safely, better for the patient, and it'll give the physician more information than they currently have today, because the current devices are inferior as compared to the device that we're bringing to market, the fission guide wire.
So, Gavin, give us some insight as to how this works and how does it compare to existing treatments out there? What will it go and improve the process?
Yeah, so today there's only about 12,000 pressure sensor measures when a surgeon's looking at trying to figure out how to unblock a coronary artery. This device is a much more superior in terms of the material. It uses light to figure out the pressure on either side of a blockage. Therefore, the ease of use will mean the increased usage of this particular procedure, again, making it safer for patients and increasing the application by the cardiologists themselves.
So at what point are you then in as far as human trials are concerned, and what's the time frame?
Yeah, so we've announced that in the March quarter, we're working with one of the hospitals here in Melbourne that will undertake an up to 50-patient first-in-human clinical trial, and that'll be there to demonstrate the superior features and benefits of this particular device and how it'll help shape improved patient outcomes and have the potential to lower hospital costs and shrink the amount of time it actually takes to do these procedures.
So what is the potential market then? If you're assuming this is successful and you go through the trials, perhaps give us the longer term time frame as to when it would come to market and what that market is.
Yeah, great question. So we think we can, because of the feature function benefit, we're looking to try and improve the market by about fivefold above where it is today. So instead of 12,000 uses in Australia, bring it up to above 60,000, which is still only about half of all coronary angiograms. And if that was to play out, it's probably north of an $80 million a year market opportunity for us. Coming out of the first-in-human clinical trials, what we're hoping is that the physicians will then look to bring the product in on an authorised prescriber scheme and actually start selling these into hospitals potentially by the end of the first half next year.
We know, unfortunately, that cardiac disease is prevalent throughout the world. When it comes to competitors, is there anything in this space that even comes close to this kind of technology, or are you it when it comes to this treatment?
Yeah, there are other predicate devices, but none of the other devices have this integrated optical fibre and also the look and the feel of the device that replicates a common guide wire that's in the market today. So it's really the first of its kind that's got these integrated feature function sets and capabilities.
And of course, this comes as you're also developing the Angel Med as far as coronary problem that's sort of detecting. It's trying to essentially predict if you're going to have a heart attack, doesn't it? So can you give us an update on that?
Yeah, so that's right. The Angel Med Guardian, we've got the exclusive rights to distribute that in 8 Asia-Pacific countries. It's the world's first and only implantable heart attack alert device that uses software algorithms which are calibrated to each patient's particular heart signal, and within about a 90-second period of time, detect a certain change in that heartbeat, which is strongly indicative of a person going to have a heart attack. So it's there to address plumbing problems in patients that have coronary artery disease, such as high cholesterol, etc. So again, the silent heart attacks are about almost half of all heart attacks where a patient has no symptoms or has no recognisable symptoms. So we're waiting on the FDA to approve the upgraded battery, which we hope will happen early next year. And we'll from there look to submit to our regulatory jurisdictions, so Australia, Singapore, etc., and start to look to commercialise our product sometime next year.
Gavin, we're almost halfway through the financial year. What's been the biggest lesson over the past 6 months?
I think you've got to, if you've got a solid core business like we have, you need to continue to invest through these cycles. You've got to have great people around you, which we do at Hydrix, exceptional talent, and give them the confidence that we've got enough capital on the balance sheet to execute and support our growth initiatives. You can't curl up in a ball. You do need to be bold and pursue your aspirations for a company. That's what shareholders, I think, are looking for, to take it all on. And I think we've demonstrated that this year, and particularly getting those 5 implants up in Singapore after the COVID embargoes and interruptions that we had, and continuing to find great new products like Fission that we can add into the AngelMed Guardian, while the core business still remains strong in terms of us delivering products that transform customers' ideas into commercialisable products as well in our core services business. So, we're being bold, and we'll continue to invest and build a $100+ million turnover a year company. And hopefully one day we aspire to build $1 billion company and improve the lives of 1 billion people.
All right, Gavin, that would be fascinating to see your development process, how you're travelling. So please be sure to check in with us as you make advances. Thanks for joining us from Hydrix.
Thanks for having us, and happy Christmas and best of wishes for the new year.